They walk for hours, ride the train sometimes all night, sleep in alleys or abandoned buildings. Thousands of young people in Chicago struggle with homelessness and for the right to choose who they will be. They are members of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and questioning community. Feeling invisible, they take life one night at a time. Here's CBS 2's Erin Kennedy in part 1 of this original report.
I'm not even gonna lie, an alley is bad, but it's a spot to sleep, and as long as you're warm, that's all I'm concerned about.
My biggest fear is not knowing where I'm going or what's gonna happen.
About 15,000 young people in Chicago are homeless. At least 1/3 are members of the LGBTQ community. They say that makes life more complicated.
They call you she, or they call you him, or they call you it.
I would either be perceived as a thief, as a prostitute.
You're some type of oddity or freak.
Most of them leave or are thrown out of their homes when they're honest about their sexuality.
Family stopped talking to me.
It's going to be your identity or my rules, and so I chose my identity.
For most, once that choice is made, life gets even harder.
You don't know where you're going to eat, you don't know where you're going to sleep, you don't know where you're going to get clothes. For most of our young people, when they leave this space, they get thrown back into a world that is judgmental, that is harsh, that is violent.
I almost gotten jumped on a few times. I've had friends raped. I've had friends almost killed.
The night can be terrifying.
So if you don't get a bed at a shelter, where do you go? For some, it used to be this alley that's now boarded up.
Sometimes it's abandoned buildings or just about anywhere.
Like parks and, sometimes it would be the train, but most of the time it would be like outside. Just walking around all day with no sleep at all. Some of those nights, go lay down somewhere and just close my eyes. I pray, God help me make it through another night.
Another night on the street with no home, just sadness.
I wish I could go back in time and never be homeless at all.
Erin Kennedy, CBS 2 News.
The things we take for granted, a phone number, a safe place to put our belongings, all of these things are lost on LGBTQ youth who experience homelessness. And how can you look for a job when you don't have an address? In our next half hour, meet two young people, one who survived homelessness and thrived, and another who is still struggling.